Hello and welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're going to talk all about homegrown lettuce. Beautiful heads of lettuce in the backyard that you can grow yourself, and all the ways that we like to grow it, what varieties we choose, how we harvest it and when, and also how to store it in your fridge so that it'll keep for weeks. Let's talk all about lettuce. So let me tell you a trick. There is a way to grow lettuce in the heat of summer, and the trick is to plant it in the shade. I've had success planting lettuce behind a southern facing bed of corn, which you can see behind me here. It lasted longer into the hot summer months of the growing season. Now I'll give you some tips for starting your lettuce seed. You can have 2 plantings a year. I sow my spring seeds in mid-March, and I sow my fall seeds in mid-August. I sow lettuce seeds in a 200 cell plug tray. Each cell is about 2 inches deep and wide, which is perfect for lettuce plugs. I fill it with a seed starting mixture, press the mixture into each cell, and then top it off with more soil to pat it down. Then I water it in so that it's nice and moist. And then I take a dibber, anything I find around the house. I make a little hole or indentation. I put the seeds in my hand, and then 1 by 1 or 2 to 3 in a cell if the seeds are a bit older, I place the seed into each cell. Then I pinch the soil over it, and finally cover it with a plastic top to help germination. In about 6 weeks, the seedlings get to be about 2 inches tall, and they're ready to plant in the garden like this. I plant them around 6 to 8 inches apart, and they'll grow to a good size in a couple of weeks' time and be ready for harvesting of the outer leaves. There are a lot of varieties to try and so many different flavor profiles you wouldn't believe. The nice thing about growing lettuce is that it's a cut and come again crop, meaning you can pick the outer leaves off of the plant and it will continue to grow back in over the season. There is a lot of flexibility for harvesting this cut and come again crop, but it does mature at some point and there are certain stages to look out for. When the lettuce is fully mature, it'll form a dense rosette, and you can harvest the entire head at that point or keep on picking it until it reaches this stage when it starts to bolt, at which point it's starting to make seed and the lettuce will become more bitter. Of course, if you save seed, you'd have that much more lettuce the following year. It's a beautiful crop and one that everyone in the family enjoys when it's in season.
Oh, do this one.
You want that one for your salad?
Yeah.
Okay. When I make a mixed salad from my garden to eat fresh, I like to mix a lot of varieties together, go ahead and wash them and eat them right away. But when I'm storing lettuce, I'll pick the entire head of lettuce at once. And then I will put them each into a Ziploc bag without rinsing them off. If you were to rinse them off and then try to do this, they'll spoil much faster. Once I press the extra air out and I've sealed it, I'll put it into the produce compartment of my refrigerator, and it'll keep that way for 4 to 6 weeks. And I will now show you an example. This is the bag that we just packed. I harvested this today. And this is a bag that's just 2 heads of lettuce, same idea. And I harvested this, I think 4 weeks ago now. But let's just take a look in here and see how it is still very crisp and fresh. And if I were to wash that and cut it up, it would make a beautiful salad. And these are romaine leaf lettuces here. They have not been washed, they've just been put straight into a baggie right after I harvested them, and they are still crisp and fresh and ready to eat. And so that's why I recommend this method for saving lettuce, because it really does the trick. To finish things off, I'd like to share one of our favorite recipes for lettuce. This is a recipe for a really lovely summer chicken salad that's very healthy and makes great use of large leaves of romaine lettuce fresh from the garden as a lettuce wrap. So that's it for everything I know about growing lettuce. Good luck in your own home garden.